Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's no, today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Is it Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh my glory. I've lost track of time. Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday, March the 24th. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. I'm so excited. You get to meet Dee tonight. Dee's going to give us a virtual live tour of her craft room. Before we get started with Dee, I want to send out an invitation to anyone who wants to share their craft room tour. All the ways to get in touch with me are down in the description box. I would love to hear from you. I would love to meet you and get a tour of your craft room. So I hope you reach out. Just to let you know, I've been excited about Dee's craft room tour ever since the very first time she came into a Zoom and I saw that great big ginormous table that's behind her. So without any further delay, I want you to meet Dee. Say hello, Dee.
Hello, everybody. I guess I'm going to start by telling you that my main craft is embroidery. I make Christmas stockings that I embroider, and I make pillows and do a lot of embroidery for custom work for people. And so my main machine is an embroidery machine, which you saw last Tuesday on the Tuesday Night Live. So since everybody wants to know about my table, I built this table from scratch. This room was bare when we moved in, and I put in all the cabinets and all the countertops, and I had a 4x8 table that just wasn't big enough. So I told my husband I want an 8x8 table, and he said, okay, I'll carry the stuff upstairs for you. So he carried it up here, and I built this table, and it folds down to 6x8 if I want it to. I almost never fold it down because I don't really ever need to, but there's cabinets under both sides and some storage down the middle. And the nice thing is that my daughter now, not the daughter that's doing my cameraman, but my other daughter is into cricket, and so she's sort of taken over part of my table, and there's room for both of us. So that's a nice feature of having a big table in a big room. So I think we'll start going this way and ignore the exercise bike. It's just holding the floor down.
Oh, hold on one second, Dee. I want to make sure that we're streaming on YouTube. For some reason, I'm not seeing the live chat come up. Oh, there we go. I see one message and they're saying, is anyone there? You know what? I think I might have messed up the Zoom.
Oh no.
This live stream.
Oh no.
Before we continue, can anybody hear us? Anybody at all?
Doesn't he have it on downstairs?
Yeah, I can't camera and ask
I
him.
know. Well, mute it.
Oh, someone's saying I have a big table. I love a big table. Okay, hold on a second. Yes. Okay, they can hear us. All right, it's working. Yay. Okay, we don't have to start over again. Let me get this back up and running. I was starting to panic because I'm like, you're showing your space and I don't see this video going at all.
Great.
Still not showing up on my phone, but everyone can hear us and see us. Okay. All right, please continue.
Okay. All right. So this is my 6-needle embroidery machine that I got about a year ago, Christmas time. And I upgraded from a single needle, this style machine. And I also have my original embroidery machine I'll show you in a minute. But this is where I spend most of my days, in front of this machine. And these shelves have all of the little things that I need for here, tape and clips and thread, and there's a lot of stuff around. I've got zippers for projects that I do on this machine, and vinyl, and all scrappy stuff for applique, and just all kinds of stuff that goes with this machine, and then some on this shelf unit. And then come around to my regular sewing machine. Why don't you come around this way? Just gonna plug it in because it's better when it's lit up. This is new to me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. and it's an awesome machine. It's got a 14 3/4 inch throat space. The only downside of it is that this table is too small and the fabric catches on it. But other than that, it's a great machine. It's got hundreds of stitches and it sews through just about everything as long as you take it slow. Everybody's got one of these little rolly carts, and I've got thread and bobbins and needles and extra scissors and scraps to check my thread on. And so this is my main kind of area between this machine and my embroidery machine. And then on this table, I have a serger, my bottom winder, which I don't really use that much anymore. It was really for my other embroidery machine. I have another new Janome because that big one does not have an open throat. And when you're making hats and stockings, it's much easier to have an open throat. So I had to get another machine. On the wall, I've got hoops. Those hoops are for my first embroidery machine back here, and embroidery thread, and just stuff everywhere. And then of course my table. And then I'm showing the table. When you do embroidery, I don't know if you know this, but you need stabilizer. So all of this stabilizer, and these are my little vinyl scraps from when I make vinyl projects. And of course I have, my son-in-law says, too many scissors. They all do serve a different purpose. So I've got scissors and rotary cutters and just about everything. This goes with my embroidery machine. I've got buttons, and I have an accumulation of stuff. I have, in this drawer, I have satin binding because I make a lot of blankets, and when it's on sale, I buy it. It's not cheap, so if I can get it on sale, I buy it. Then this is where I do my Etsy. I print my labels. This computer is strictly for embroidery patterns because I don't want to lose them. So everything's on there. And then I do my Etsy shipping and stuff from there. And I have my printer and my sublimation printer, which I haven't used in a while because my program quit working.
Can you, while you're standing there and talking about your Etsy shop, can you tell us some of the things that you put into your Etsy shop?
Sure. My biggest seller, well, I sell Christmas stockings, and I start usually selling those in about September. But my number one, and it's not even my number one bestseller, and I think I've sold several hundred of these, I'm not sure how many at this point, is this chowder hat. This one, I had to sell one. I made one the other day, and I always make an extra because it never fails. If I sell one, I sell two. So I actually made 4 the other day, and this is the only one left. But this is my biggest seller. And I didn't think I would do as well with fleece down here, being that I'm in Texas, but I seem to sell a lot of hats still. And what else? I sell blankets, baby blankets. I sell Snuggies online. I've got quite a variety of stuff in my shop. I don't really limit it to one thing. I kind of go with what works. The bunnies, the Easter bunnies, I did put them in my Etsy shop. Those are my grandsons up there. But I haven't sold any through Etsy, but I've sold all these ones on the table. I just did these the last 2 days. So this is my daughter's Cricut cutter, not mine. I have a lot of ribbon because Christmas stockings take ribbon, and I also make taggy blankets for babies. And so I've got a lot of different ribbons with different, the satin and the grosgrain and different cutesy stuff for kids. And your basic glue, and my jar full of marking pens and pokers, and I just have stuff everywhere. This is where I iron. This is my ironing station that I can actually move over onto my big table if something's bigger than this space. I've got orders, and that's why they're kind of sitting here. This is an order, that's an order. More rulers. I try to keep my square ones all here together. I've got lots of stabilizer. When they had the shortage and then we could get some, I bought 3 bolts. So I've got 3 bolts of 44F everybody wants, and some other different ones for doing different things. And this is an order that's waiting. My newest acquisition is some mighty hoops that go with my embroidery machine. And I can show you. This is so handy to put like a kid's onesie or something on, and you just put it on there, and you. This is the, oh, you put it. You already snapped it together. So you put the bottom hoop in. You put your stabilizer on, and it latches in there. You put your onesie or whatever it is, if you're putting a t-shirt or whatever, and you just snap it together, and it's all hooped, and it's that easy. And especially for all these shirts that I'm going to have to do, it makes hooping things so much faster.
Okay, so what did you call that? And is it specific for your machine, or can other machine? Yeah, my hoop is a little bit different.
Yeah, this is a mighty hoop. I
Mighty-
don't know if they make mighty hoops for flatbed machines. They might.
Oh, yeah, it's so much easier than what I have to go through.
Oh, I know. And then if it's not a onesie or something like that, say you're doing a towel, you can just take the bottom hoop, put your stabilizer on. This is a stabilizer, like it just holds it while you get your towel or whatever on, and you just snap it on there. That comes off, stabilizer's on, everything's
Oh
hooped.
my goodness, that is awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just got that. I got a big one for doing like backs of jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that one. So this is an 8 by 13. And then, so you would, put these things, the magnets on these are amazing. They're really tight. So you would put this on and put your shirt right over this frame, and you can adjust it, and then and your stabilizer gets held onto these magnets. Stick it on there, put it on there, and it's hooped. Fast.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That makes me want to totally get a new machine. That is crazy.
It's going to make a world of difference as far as getting things tight. And, I've done a couple things with the little one. I haven't done anything with this big one yet. I can't wait. It just came the other day. So we'll just get back over here where we were. I have, I used to do craft shows. So I had all these sample stockings. So these have been hanging here for like 5 years. All these stockings that I made, but we're bare to like just toss them. So they're hanging there. My heat press for doing t-shirt quilts, which I do a lot of. I bought a bigger one because the 15 by 15, I felt like I was moving the shirt around a lot to cover the whole area. So I bought a bigger one. These are my scraps of stabilizer for when I miss a spot. I just bought this Go Big cutter. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it yet. I bought it specifically to make rag blankets, only it doesn't always cut every one of these little, it's supposed to cut every one of these lines, and it doesn't always, so I'm not sure I like it yet. I'll have to play with it some more. And I just have cabinets full of fabric. I went to Memphis. There was a store going out of business, so I bought a bunch of fabric. It's just, stuff that I'll get to someday. And shelf full of projects waiting to be done. This is an order waiting to be done. This is my design wall. I had a big table. I needed a big design wall. You might need to go over there. It's 8 feet high, and I think it's I have a tape measure up there. It's 128 inches across. So what's that? About 10 feet, a little over 10 feet, which is nice when you're making big blankets. And I iron stuff and I'll stick them up here just so they don't get wrinkled again. And I'll get to them. The Santa's done. That one's done. These other 3 are waiting to get something done to them. I don't know what yet. And it's the remnants of my last table. We cut it down just for some storage. And I have storage. This is my vinyl, all my vinyl pieces in here for making bags and zipper bags and all that stuff. Are kind of divided by color. Of course, I had to have a refrigerator up there because, I could. And then my thread, I've got the big spools of thread for my big machine in here. And really, that's about it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, but, I was going to show you where I keep my fabric. This is just a closet, but we found a hole in the wall. So all of this, I make football stockings, and all of this is football fabric. And this is solid colored fleece. And then come in here. I don't know if we can both be in. So we found that we had space in here when we made a room, and all of this is all fleece. So, and these cabinets are full of fleece too. And this is where I keep all my fabric. Well, they're not full, but they have fleece in them. So I guess that's about it. If anybody has any questions or wants to see something closer.
I love that you have those cubbies back there in the closet. That is so cool. It reminds me of a closet that my aunt had in her house, and we used to play in a space that was just like that. That is so fun. We do have a question. Rebecca wants to know, what was the name of that 6-needle embroidery machine that you have?
It's a Brother Entrepreneur 670E.
670E.
And
Yes.
actually, my sister was looking to buy one, and nobody has any right now. And I did talk to somebody, and they said they're having a deal right now. If you buy one, you get the stand free, you get a hat hoop free, and you get some of the magnetic hoops, not the mighty hoops, but some different magnetic hoops, all with the machine free. Right now they're having a promotion. The problem is nobody has any.
Right, they're all back ordered. Yes.
They're back ordered till like the end of April.
Yeah. I guess that's not that long to wait for a machine. Like when I ordered my long arm, I had to wait a couple months before I got it. That was the longest couple of months I had to ever wait. Yeah. Karen had asked, what brand of sewing machine do you have? I guess the very first sewing machine you showed us. What?
It was a Janome.
A Janome.
It's the Janome M7.
Yeah. Look at the throat space on that machine.
Yeah. Well, yesterday when I was sewing together 5.5 yards of denim, 60 inches wide, none of it was in the throat. It was all over there.
Right. And I just want to show off your table one more time, if we can get a good view of that, because I have always been in love with your table there in your room. How big is that table?
It's 8 feet 1 inch that way, and it's 8 feet 2 inches this way, only because the board that we bought was an extra inch wide. I don't know why.
Yeah, you could pretty much lay a quilt right on the top of that table.
I can. And it's funny because the guy at Home Depot, when I told him I wanted to do this, he said, you won't be able to reach the middle of the table. like, I don't need to be able to reach the middle of the table, and I really almost can.
Right.
Generally, if I need to reach something that's like, if I put a t-shirt in the middle and I want to move it, I just use this. I have this metal, it's a 4-foot yardstick that I use for cutting, but I also use it to kind of move stuff around if I need to.
Can we
Now-
get a close-up look at your bunnies? Do you make the bunnies?
I don't make the bunnies. I just do the embroidery.
The embroidery on it. Can we see a close-up? That is so adorable. So you put the name and the year on there?
Yeah, if I do the name, and then some of them wanted the year. Actually, almost all of these have years on them, but some of them have like a first name and a middle name. Yeah, a friend of mine said, "Let me go to work and see if I can sell some bunnies for you." And I went, "Okay." I figured she'd sell 2.
Got all that.
All for her. And then I have extras under the table for if I get any more orders.
Where do you source your bunnies from? Do you get them online or do you go locally or
Walmart.
Walmart? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And actually, I hadn't sold any of these big ones, but I think the big ones are really good. They got big ears.
Look at that one. Yes.
I haven't sold any big ones yet, but I will. And if I don't sell them this year, I'll just put them in the closet and sell them next year.
Yep. I think adding embroidery to the list of things that you can do in addition to quilts. You know, quilts, they're wonderful to get quilt orders, but you can only make so many quilts yourself in a month, you know, and
Right.
having these extra things that you can do, like the bunnies, the hats. I was so excited for you when we Zoom. It was like 2 weeks ago we were Zooming and you showed your hat and you told us how many orders you had. I was so dang excited for you.
Yeah, well, it turned out that this young kid, I don't know, he's in his 20s, ordered one and he put it on TikTok. And I had 10 orders in like 2 hours.
Holy cow,
from his TikTok.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So I've been making them ahead. I used to only make 2 at a time. This time that I have 1 left, I made 4. The time before that, I made 10, and they were gone pretty quickly.
Wow.
They sell fast for some reason. I don't understand this chowder character. My daughter, who is here, asked me in 2009, I think, "Can you make me a chowder hat?" So I said, "Okay." Well, they're still buying them.
They're still going. And you're like one of your best sellers. I think that that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. And I think that it's awesome that you went viral on TikTok. That is so awesome.
Yeah, I'm not even on TikTok, which is the funny thing.
Oh, I waste way too much time on TikTok. Dee asked, can you show us the hat again? Can you pull
Sure.
that off the shelf and show us one more time?
It looks better. I'm not going to put it on. It looks better on somebody. Here, these are my hat dummies. Put it on her. That's it. That's a chowder hat. And a lot of them will stuff this top part with cotton or something so it stays kind of standing up.
I'm not quite sure what a chowder hat is, but I just like it because it's purple and it's got tassels on it. I would wear it. Well, I think that is so awesome. And I tell you what, you have your room set up to like maximize efficiency. I can see that just, you know, I could kind of tell when we would Zoom and I could kind of see your space a little bit, but you walking us through how you have everything set up. I think, yes, you go, Dee. You go.
Well, I have to go from, the sewing machine to the iron to the table. It's a walk, but it's
Right.
okay. Right.
Yeah, I think it's good that you have to get up and you have to move around because the way I have things set up, I don't do much moving around and I think it's coming back to haunt me I really do. I think I need to get up and move around a little bit more. So,
Spread stuff out a little bit.
yes, yes. And I wanted to thank your daughter before we go tonight for filming this video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to help your mom and us. And so we could see her space. Dee,
Of course.
awesome. Thank you so much, Dee, for being brave enough to come on live and to share your space. If y'all are just coming on, or if you're watching this on a replay, you can jump down to the comment section if you have questions for Dee, and either she'll see them or I can relay the question and come back and answer you at a later day. Dee, I always look forward to seeing your pictures over on Creative Crew. Keep us posted on your new stuff. Keep us posted on your hat sales and your bunny sales.
Okay.
Break out your sublimator. I might have questions for you. And
Well, my biggest problem is that the program I was using changed. They upgraded or something, and I can't get it to work. So what I need to do is sit down and make a phone call, but I have been too busy. I don't have.
well, I can see that.
I've got all these orders to get done, and then maybe I can call. But I haven't had any sublimation orders anyway for a while. So.
Well, you update me when you get it all going, because I might have questions for you, because I just got my printer and I'm having a lot of fun playing around with it. Oh yeah, Miss Margaret, I know I went live on the wrong thumbnail, so I'm gonna have to change that over as soon as we're done. That was my bad. I'm so sorry. I figured out why I wasn't seeing us go live is because I accidentally went live on the wrong video. So I'm gonna have to change your thumbnail around when we're done. All right, Misty, thank you so much. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for dealing with the confusion with tonight's live. It's been so much fun to spend some time with you in the middle of the week, and we'll see y'all all really soon.
Oh my God.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Oh, man.